Welcome, Libra, Scorpio, to your June Astro Dice reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. So let's see what's going on with you. Best message. We have the fifth house coming out with some Capricorn energy, going straight into that. Which one is that? That is the South Node. Ooh, going straight into the South Node. So going straight into the South Node is talking about behavioral patterns that may have their roots in the past lives are reactivated so that you may experience them again and bring them into resolution. So whatever your soul feels like you need to reactivate, you need to redo. Sometimes it's not even from the 100% past life. It might be actually from this life. So if you do feel like, you know what, something is going on within my life where things are seeming to kind of take that turn back to where I came from once before, then just remember that it is reactivating from this life. Sometimes we do that, right? Something may come up and it's like, whoa, blast from the past. Here it comes again, but I need to learn from this situation. Or it may just be something from your past life, which you are not aware of. You can do some meditation to figure that out. You will know one way or the other. If it's something you don't recognize, then it's, you know, or maybe you have deja vu. Sometimes, I just want you to know, sometimes when we do past life stuff, we get a deja vu. And it's kind of like, whoa, where'd that come from? That is telling you, I've been here, I've done this before. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that. Okay, so there are ways of knowing that it is a past life situation. And you might even have a dream, right? Your subconscious telling you your dreams that, hey, you know what, we've done this before. So make sure that you are paying attention to those things. So going straight in here for the North and South Node, I do use the Vesta, which is the goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. It is a part of your karma. I know it's a part of the sun, but it's a part of the soul. So it is the soul piece of us. So it actually makes sense to use that Vesta since we are talking about karma. We're talking about the soul reactivating things. Okay, so and then doing it Capricorn style over here. Capricorn energy is the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. And going straight into that fifth house of love, romance, where we create things. Okay. And things that we are proud of. Okay. So it could be that maybe, you know, you're doing something in the creative zone. Could be the romance zone. So, you know, take those all into consideration as well. Let's get in here and see what is going on with you. Let's go ahead and use this deck to get straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Best message, please. Talking about that communication and creativity, because we're talking about that throat chakra. So going straight into that fifth house of creating things, the creation is coming from that throat chakra. So it could definitely be something that you are creating, or it could just be something that you're speaking about, or maybe it's both. Maybe you're speaking about something you're getting ready to create. We will definitely take both into accountability. Since it is sort of a horoscope in itself, right? So it can talk about more than one issue, but most tarot can anyways, because I do general readings. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. Talking about finding that balance. So, you know, it's about, you know, really communicating on where the balance is within your life at this time. Finding that within the fifth house, you do have some disconnect and maybe a little boredom going on. Maybe you do want to create something. Maybe you're looking for something big to do. Maybe you want a hobby. Maybe you want to create more, right? If you're in a band or something like that, maybe you feel like there's a little bit of a blockage going on in the beginning of the month of May, to where it's kind of like, I really want to paint this, or I really want to, you know, reiterate this music, or however it is, or maybe I'm just bored in this love. Maybe my love life is boring. Maybe this person bores me, or maybe I want to get out and find love. That's the Four of Cups. So no matter what, right, there's like feeling of discontent, this feeling of I want more out of life than what it is I truly have at this time. So really wanting to try to balance though, and find that harmony within that situation. There could be a bunch of ups and downs if you're already in a relationship and maybe you're feeling like, I'm not sure if this is where I want to be. Okay. Maybe this relationship is just too boring. Maybe we need to find some fun. Maybe we need to get out and do something, right? To find that harmony. How funny I said harmony, and it's at the bottom of the deck. So, and that's the Lover's card. So it's definitely, within your love life, it definitely could be that, there's just not enough fun. Maybe we need to create more fun moments at this time. Things are just, just not going the way I want them to go. I want things to be more successful. Maybe we need to create more romance into our life. Okay. So that's definitely where it's feeling that way. And you're in Taurus season, so you're definitely, that love, that Venus is really going to come up in this. It's interesting because we're talking about that South Node. So there was a time in your life, maybe you do, maybe it was in the past, maybe you and this loved one, maybe you've done this before. Maybe this is something that almost destroyed you once before and you had to come up out of it, right? So take that, and if you don't know, that maybe it was from the past life. Maybe you and this person were in a past life together and the same thing destroyed the relationship once before. So it's like Spirit is like, you need to find what it is you're truly looking for. There's a lot of delays when it comes to the communication of what it is we need to do within the 5th house. And it does feel like there's that unfinished business, that unfinished enterprise. And that's it right there. There it is. Underneath that South Node. Boom. Unfinished business. Right? There it is. Because what did the South Node say? It said, reactivated so that you may experience them again and bring them to a resolution. Unfinished business. Needing more teamwork. Teamwork is dream work. Knowing that there's something that we need to build something. Something needs to be built over here. If you had a past life together, maybe you never took those extra steps. Maybe we've done this before. Or maybe 10 years ago, we've been together this long and maybe we've done this before and we're reiterating a time of where it just feels like, oh my gosh, here we go again. It's like the snake coming back to eat its own tail again. And you're like, here, really, we're going to do this again? No matter what, your soul is saying it, right? Your soul is saying, well, here we go again. Are we going to build this? Are we going to be successful? Are we going to actually get this done? Are we going to really learn from this? Or is this just going to be one of those moments again in time? Whichever time it is. Really wanting to build up the courage, really seeing the zest for life, bringing in that joy, bringing in that fun, creating these moments. Maybe maybe they're too protected. Maybe someone has their guard up too much and you need to let that down, or they need to let this down so that we can have some, quick movement. Maybe you want to travel and they don't want to travel, right? And you're like, here we go again. Why are you being this way? However it is, it's talking about making those swift movements, making those swift changes so that we can have steady action going on within my 5th house. I need steady action. Okay. And I do see that whatever is going to go on over here, there will be a delay in the way that they are communicating with you. It's almost like if you don't open up this swift communication with them, it's just going to linger on. Right? Or if you don't try to write down something to have fun, or try to travel, or try to to bring and create things and really put that good foot forward, right? This is not going to work. Bringing in more satisfaction. It's time to, right? It's about being serious. You put in a lot of hard work in this situation. I don't want this to be like it was last life, where I almost got to a certain situation. We almost got there, and then boom, it all was destroyed. It's like, how many times are we going to come together in this life? You know what I mean? And each life, excuse me, maybe this life too. Either way, you know, and have the same scenario. Man, I waited a whole lifetime for you, and then here we doing the same shit again. Talk about a karmic relationship. It's like, break the chains here, right? So we can get somewhere. A disruption. In the mid-month, there will feel like you're having a tower moment, but you'll be able to clearly see what's going on with the situation, because it'll feel like you want new opportunities coming out of this situation. Really opening up there once again, though, with that communication, because swords are communication. So it does feel like I'm getting into the knowing that we are having this disruption. And this is where I feel like this is where the communication is really going to come in, right? This is where it's kind of like, okay, look, this is what's happening, right? I want this. I want this. I'm in the knowing now. I understand what's going on within this situation. I've got my finger on it, and I'm going to change things around now for the best. So it really, you know, you're having greater chances for this to actually start opening up this kind of can of worms, maybe this elephant in the room type of scenario, or breaking that creative blockage, you know, getting together with the band or whatever it is that you're doing, right? And actually breaking that cycle. I like that though, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're finding the resolution. That's it. You found the resolution. You've thought about it. You understand what's going on. And now you can successfully move past this, right? Make that peace offering with yourself, with others, however, and say, let's do this or let's not do this. If we can't come together, we're either going to do this or we're not, right? One way or another. With a disturbance, it is the King of Wands. You guys could be definitely dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, okay? These are Leo and Sagittarius cards coming out that I have two of. There was some resistance to change, but it was almost like, you know, that though. There was that stagnation. There's that delay. The delay. Saying, I'm not going to delay on this anymore. I'm not going to stand over here with my mouth shut anymore. I'm actually going to take this transformation. I'm actually going to, because I know now exactly what's going on. Yes, so you're going to make that progress. There's the progress. Making that progress. So definitely knowing that you're going to make this progress. Getting through those ups and downs. Providing more benefits towards you in the 5th house. If there was any ego issues that were standing in the way, you can now focus on those and say, you know what, we're going to get past those. Because we're going to build. We're going to overcome the challenges. Because this has become nothing but a disruption. This is nothing but a disruption. But I love the Tower, though, because the Tower says that through the chaos, through the disruption of this situation, I'm going to have this, like, great awakening. Right? And you know it's a great awakening because it's sitting next to the Triumph of Success. It's sitting next to the Ace of Swords. So you know they're going to have progress within this activity. We're just going to call it an activity now, because you know it's, whether it's, you know, going out having fun. Maybe it's, you know, if it's romance. I mean, it does show you have a little boredom. So whichever one it is. So figure out what this activity in the 5th house is. It's going to be different for everybody. This is pretty much, though, too, to where you don't want to react. You don't want too much of a reaction. So it's almost like, I'm going to do this the way it needs to be done so that we don't have a bad reaction coming, right? But I want to stand up for my truth with Ace of Swords. The truth will be spoken now about the situation, because I don't want to do this anymore. I want to leave this behind, overcome this obstacle, because I can see the bigger picture. And it's almost like you're becoming the King of Wands as well. I just want you to know that. Okay. I just want to grab one more card over here really fast. Yeah, it's going to be one of those things where, yeah, you're going to feel like you're going to have to be responsible for the situation, because nothing else is getting done. Yeah. So through the progress is definitely you being responsible and moving steadily towards them. it's kind of crazy because it says that the actions are all fast, the understandings are all fast, but when it actually comes to the way everything is moving around you, it's slow, right? It's slow. You might be dealing with a Taurus who's just like, we'll see, or a Virgo, right? It's like, maybe even a Scorpio, right? Kind of fence setting a little bit, kind of sitting on that, kind of looking around, going, well, we'll see how that's going to go. So I do like this, though. At the end of the month, it says I'm not trapped in fear anymore. We're going to leave it in reverse because it's literally saying I'm coming out of the Eight of Swords. Through this communication, it's almost like I know they heard me. I know that I know what I know. I know that I can get to where I need to be. If that was a creative blockage, the creative blockage is gone. Okay? Because I have a better understanding. I've looked at the bigger picture. You could say the secret is out. That's the same as the moon card. So you could say the secret is out. There's nothing there anymore that's standing. There's no more elephant in the room. There's no more creative blockage. There's nothing standing in my way. I'm moving in the direction I need to be because they have a better understanding of what it is that's going on within this situation. And there's the Eight of Wands again. Well, I like that because it says in the Eight of Wands over here, I wanted this swift change. I know things need to change. I know that I need things to work fast. I want quicker results. And it's saying, well, you had to wait till the end of the month, but at least you got the quick results, right? Because now it's saying what? Well, we can work on this. I've got this. It's all opening. It's all opening up to me. Finding my strength. Putting my authority down. Putting my foot down on this situation will change the situation and it will bring that into resolution. So the good news is, which we don't see all the time, especially with the South Node, is that you're actually going to get the resolution that you need. And that's not always, not everybody gets that. No, you're saying I'm going to not let this ride on my coattails anymore. I'm going to fix this immediately because I don't want this. It's almost like something deep inside is going on and you're not going to sit there. Maybe it's gone on too long. Maybe you're saying this has gone on for a little bit of a time and now it's really starting to eat at me. It's starting to get on my nerve. It's really making me unsatisfied with the Four of Cups. So at the end of the month, it's saying I'm not trapped in fear anymore. I know exactly where I'm going. I'm not going to stay uncomfortable. This is going to, we're either going to make it or break it, right? And you got the Wheel of Fortune. So there's your karmic turnaround. So you can't say that the South Node was not coming to a resolution. You caught it. You're fixing it. You're getting it done. This is the destiny. This is those ups and downs. This is a karmic card. This is saying, and it's coming right underneath the South Node. You're saying, I want that cycle change because I don't want this to disrupt me anymore. I'm tired of this. It just feels like the same runaround. And your soul feels like, oh God, we're going to do this again. How many lifetimes are we going to do this one? Right? Are we going to fix it this time or do we have to deal with this person next time? And if we deal with them the wrong way this time, we're going to deal with them the wrong way next time, or are we actually going to fix it? I don't know. We'll have to wait till the next time. Let's just try to do it now so we don't have to do this again. Page of Pentacles, manifestation, reflection on the financial, I'm sorry, that would put that on the wrong area. It's supposed to be on the moon. Yeah, because with the moon, it's a reflection. It's having the reflection saying, this is where I'm going. Reflecting on the situation, nothing is hidden from sight. Feeling like you have that ambition, giving out that news. Or you might even be getting back that news. Maybe you're getting back that news. Right? Discussing all those bad things, discussing all these things and saying, hey, we're going to move or what? I think, and it's pretty much, it looks like they want to come racing in towards you. Personally, it looks like you're giving out that news. Again, You're like, okay, well, we're going to say it again. Or I'm going to tell this stuff to myself again, and we're going to take, better steps towards this. So we can really, really find what it is we truly want within this situation. Because it's going to, like I said, it's fixing itself. So this is action oriented. If you are dealing with a person, this is where they are brave enough to step forward and listen to what you're saying and want to take this and run with it with you and say, yes, let's get this done. If it is just a creative endeavor that you are doing, then you are driven beyond success over here because you don't have that mental blockage anymore. So now you're going to find beautiful things to paint, beautiful music to play, whatever, finding that new hobby, doing something for yourself. And if you're talking to this other person, they're being brave enough to listen and come towards you. I say, okay, let's see. Because you have judgment again, karma again. Entering the new phase, having the absolution, having that awakening, having them awakening. Yeah, see, then that's interesting because then you're saying, oh, I woke you up to make you understand what the heck is going on over here. You're not going to avoid me the way that you were avoiding me before. Now you're actually listening. You actually want to listen. You actually want this redemption. You actually want to get out there and have the fun, the 10 of Cups. Do things with the family. Have the dreams come true. Desire to go out and do something. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's just boring. They just got bored. They just want to lay around. They want to play video games. They want to do this. They want to do that. They're a workaholic. They don't want to do anything with you. But you're finding that overall fulfillment with the 10 of Cups. So you're accumulating what it is you truly need to keep all of this away and to rebalance yourself, and the devil is in reverse. Boom. Cutting the karmic tie. There it is. Got it. Like I said, you already got it because of the past. There it is. Past life. There it is. Thank you. You're guided. Just be patient through the situation. Wow. Wow. Okay. So it does look like whatever is going on that you've been dealing with these pressures and all these worried situations, everything's going to come back around. And it really looks like, you want to really manifest and do the things that you need to do, during, probably that full moon, right? Because that full moon is going to be your, kind of your guiding light to closing a chapter, making things fresh, making things new. Making that love, if it's love, stronger in the situation. Taking that relationship to the next level, or that career within your creative endeavors, however it is, whatever you're doing. Okay? Beautiful reading, guys. Okay? So, until next time, peace and love.